What can the international community do to force Israel to lift these restrictions and allow aid to reach those who need it most, considering that Israel does not want to do this, sir?
Yes, welcome and good evening for you and for you all. I think the international community have many things to do, especially in order to stop this genocide and the famine and also the starvation in Gaza. And as you know now, all the channel of TV on all the world, they spread all the photos and shows about what's happening in Gaza, especially now we are talking about the starvation and the views and that the children that many of them have been died by the lack of food and there is no international food supplement for them. So I think the international community until now they didn't do enough in order to stop this starvation. They should do many things. They should on Israel. They should, especially the European Union. We have about 62, that's an international organization working inside Gaza, and now they are not doing anything because the Israeli forbidden them to do anything there. And I think the European Union could pressure on Israel by warning them to stop all the agreement with Israel, especially now they started with the science agreement, and also they could also many agreements by also stopping the transferring even the weapons to Israel. So I think now some of the countries started, especially when they started to recognition the state of Palestine with the two solutions like France, Belgium, Spain, Ireland. So I think they could also continue in order to pressure in Israel in many aspects and also to talk to the American Trump administration in order to let the trucks to enter Gaza and to pressure on Israeli to allow to stop all this genocide and starvation.
Okay, sir. The Israeli military has cited security concerns for its blockade of aid, yet civilians are starving. How do you interpret Israel's actions in this context, considering, sir, that the United States, of course, said that military aid, humanitarian aid should enter Gaza for the people of Gaza and for them not to starve, whereas held back in intervening when it comes to the land of the Palestinians, and that he is not in this discussion and he is out of it.
You are talking about the Israeli military? The questions again, if you please.
Okay, sir. The question is, despite Egypt's significant efforts, why is Israel continuing to blockade aid convoys and impose such hard delays, sir?
Yes, I think the Israeli, they, as you know, the plan. The Israeli didn't want to that the people of Gaza to stay there. Because of this, they are stopping any assistance coming from outside, especially from the Egyptian borders. And because of this, as you know, there is about 5,000 trucks. They are waiting in the Rafah borders in order to enter Gaza, in order to provide the people with assistance with many types of food, especially for the children and also for the women. We are talking about 60,000 pregnant women in Gaza. We are talking about thousands of children, about 60,000 childs. They are suffering from the starvation. So the Israeli in their plan from the beginning, when they started buying gas, and also they started the second round of war after 19th of March this year, they have planned in order that they want to displacement the people of Gaza. Because of this, they want to put it in some places, especially now they, that put them in 4 places for distributions, the assistance, especially by the American humanitarian assistance, which is not humanitarian because it's like ambush in order to kill
Which
the
is
people.
not, I beg
So
your
because of
pardon,
this,
sir, which is not what?
what?
Okay, sir, President Fattah al-Sisi has condemned Israel's actions as part of a larger war of starvation and genocide. How does Egypt's leadership balance humanitarian assistance with political realities on the ground?
I think, yes, President Sisi, he condemned what Israel is doing for the starvation and what is happening in Gaza. And I think the Egyptian could do many things, regardless that Israeli, they are occupied the other side of the Palestinian borders. And now the Israeli tanks is there, and they are forbidden and not allowed to the trucks to come and unless the Israeli is allowed. So now the Israeli is over control all the borders. And because of this, I think the Egyptian could also pressure the Israeli because this is something concerning related to the security issues for the Egyptian. Because the Israeli plan in the future, they want to displacement of the people outside of Gaza
Okay,
because they
sir,
have some plan for
of course,
settlements.
we all know that Egypt is the first country all over the world that gave assistance to the people of Gaza as soon as this happened on the 7th of October 2023, with 5,000 trucks waiting on Egyptian soil and limited aid being allowed into Gaza. How effective is Egypt's aid strategy in alleviating the crisis, sir?
I think the Egyptian could, that's also have to minimize. They could do this to minimize the starvation, and also they provide
Sir, do
assistance
you
to the
want
Palestinian,
Egyptian to
especially
minimize
in.
starvation? Egyptian are minimizing starvation.
No, the Egyptian is minimizing the starvation
They are, yeah.
by providing the assistance to the people of Gaza. This is what I want to say.
Ah,
And because of
you
this,
said you said
I think the
it you said
Israeli.
it in a different context, sir. No problem, sir. What are the long-term implications of Egypt's position on the blockade? Will it strengthen Egypt's role in the region or create further tension with Israel?
I think this is like a dilemma. This is something maybe have some things to talk about because if the Egyptian want to go ahead with assistance and the Israeli is not allowing, so this maybe will create a conflict between Egypt and Israel. So we are talking about something. Maybe the Egyptian want to help and to provide assistance, but Israeli not allowing. So all the things is in the hand of Israeli. So the Israeli is the side that will allow to assistance coming from the Egyptian and forbidden. So the Egyptian, it maybe will take attention with the Israeli, and this will create a problem. But I think maybe the United States of America could interfere in this in order to minimize any conflict and also to pressure Israeli to allow to these trucks to enter Gaza.